On this episode of Aging Wheels, it's my very own Porsche 944. First, some history. In the 1970s, Volkswagen wanted a flagship sports car to call their own. The problem was, in the 70s, Volkswagen didn't have much of a development team. But they did own Porsche, so they contracted out most of the development work to Porsche, and work on their project began. Now the second problem. Volkswagen decided about halfway through development that, no, we don't want this sports car anyway. So, Porsche bought the rights to the car and continued development and finished development and put it on sale. The car was designed to be a replacement to the Porsche 914, and you may know it as the Porsche 924. Now the problem was, because it started out life as a Volkswagen, the 924 had a fairly weak engine that wasn't up to Porsche standards. It was a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine that made 98 horsepower in US spec form. Now, back then, that wasn't terrible or anything. It just wasn't what people are expecting from a Porsche, which is odd considering the 914 had 70 horsepower. That engine had been used in other things before, in stuff like a Volkswagen van, and more notably, an AMC Gremlin. So the Porsche 924 had an engine that was previously used in a Gremlin. Another problem with the 924 was that it had disc brakes up front but drum brakes in the rear, which was considered a downgrade since the 914 it replaced had 4-wheel disc brakes. This car was designed to be an upgrade to the 924, obviously. What it had was flared wheel arches, a racier looking spoiler, which is better, and 4-wheel disc brakes. So, job well done then, they've pretty much fixed it. Oh, right, I'm forgetting something. The engine. The engine in this car is a 2.5-liter, 4-cylinder, water-cooled engine developed by Porsche. And as a bigger improvement, this car now has 150 horsepower. I'm traveling about 70 miles an hour right now, and I'm in 5th gear. If I put my foot down hard to the floor, you think, where's the power? I mean, I guess I could pass something like this, but this is terrible. I thought you said they improved the engine. However, if I drop it down to 4th, which I'm not going to do because I'm in traffic, you think, oh my God, I can actually pass things now. And then you drop it down to 3rd. Oh, there's the power! Oh, it was hiding, but I found it. And then you drop it down into 2nd and break the engine. So don't do that. So the nature of this engine, as is with most Porsche engines, way up in the RPM range, way up in the rev range. So you have to work to get the power out of this engine, which I'm told is how most sports cars should be and what makes them fun to drive. Power steering was an option, but what you want is this manual steering. As you can see, I'm traveling on a nearly very smooth road, and the wheel is moving. It's vibrating. Now you may think, oh, that's stupid, you got a wheel out of balance. But I don't have a wheel out of balance. The wheel is moving because it has completely unparalleled road feel. I can literally feel if one of the front wheels rolls over a small rock. How can you get better than that? And it's so precise too. If I just move the wheel just a little bit, I can feel the reaction in the car. I can feel absolutely everything the car is doing through this steering wheel. Now the downside is parking lots are terrible. I guess and the suspension on this car is also very special. It's set up in a way that I have never experienced understeer. I've experienced oversteer, so that's good. Oversteer is more fun, also more dangerous, but you want more dangerous. And I'm forgetting one very large part of the 944, the transmission. Not that it's anything special, it's just kind of an Audi 5-speed, as it's good. It's not great, but it's good. But the best thing about the transmission is where it is. The engine is in front of me, the transmission is behind me. That gives the car a nearly perfect 50-50 weight distribution, and you can absolutely feel it. This car goes around corners like nothing I've ever experienced before. Unfortunately, this car isn't without faults. For instance, that hatch, while there is a lot of space in the back, it is an oven in the summer. It is a very large greenhouse, so you don't want to put anything back there that you like or that shouldn't get too warm. Plastic will melt back there. The back seats are completely and utterly useless. In most sports cars, the back seats are useless to anybody with legs. In this car, the back seats are useless to anybody that happens to be alive at the moment. And even though I was bragging on it so much earlier, the steering wheel, being unassisted, has some oddness about it. For instance, it's always vibrating. Always vibrating. And it's really, really light right off center, but fairly heavy everywhere else. So if you're going in a straight line, the steering wheel moves all over the place. You don't really feel what you're doing through the steering wheel, but you notice the car's darting around a bit. So that's odd. Oh yeah, and parking lots are a pain in the... You can get a 944 with power steering. It will alleviate the parking lot troubles, and it will alleviate the bouncing right off center that never goes away ever, but it takes away some of the road feel, so it's a choice. Do you want unparalleled road feel, or do you want excellent weight throughout? It's your decision. Also, unfortunately, the suspension is a bit soft. Under acceleration, the back end will squat down, which gives you more traction, but it's not really that good anywhere else. It has a bit of lean in the corners, as demonstrated by this photo. The upside is that this car has an unbelievably smooth ride for a 30-year-old sports car. When I first got into this car, I was expecting it to be pretty firm sports car suspension, but no, it's comfortable. If you go over a pothole or something, you hear the crash, you feel the crash through the steering wheel, but you don't actually feel it through your body, and that's hard to describe, but it's what happens. So that's good. Oh yes, and it's a 30-year-old car, so you really don't know what you're going to get. Worse still is a 30-year-old Porsche, so you definitely don't know what you're going to get. And surprisingly, this being a 30-year-old car, everything works except the clock and the air conditioning and the odometer. And as much as it pains me to admit it, it does need more power. Thankfully, if it's more power you want, Porsche delivered. Throughout its life, the 944 had no less than 7 different engine variations to choose from. They ranged in size from 2.5 to a massive 3 liters, and power ranged from 150 to 250 horses. The 944 Turbo would do the 0 to 60 run in just under 6 seconds. Is that fast enough for you? Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Go! 6,000, change gear. 3rd gear. Going 70 now. All right.